Welcome back to 20 Minutes or Less. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Lee Newton.
This is a story of perseverance. It's a story about overcoming insurmountable odds. It's a story of survival.
A story about big-ass nasty bugs.
Big-ass nasty bugs that were thought to be extinct, but were recently rediscovered and brought back from the brink.
Gross.
This is the Lord Howe Island stick bug.
Gross!
They're called this because they used to live on Lord Howe Island and only Lord Howe Island, which is located off the coast of Australia in the South Pacific. They're also known as tree lobsters because of their hard exoskeletons, the fact that they kick it in bushes and trees and stuff, and because they are huge. They grow up to 15 centimeters long.
That's human hand size! Anyways, they were fine and dandy until 1918 when a British supply ship ran aground on Lord Howe Island. The crew stayed on the island for 9 days until the ship was repaired, but that was just enough time for some rats to swim to safety. Once they were on the island, they discovered their new guilty pleasure, the Lord Howe Island walking stick. By 1930s, the rats had ate the insects into extinction.
Hey Lee, imagine putting one of those walking stick bugs in your mouth.
Joe!
So that sucked. Humans were indirectly responsible for the disappearance of yet another one of Gaia's beautiful creatures. First the dodo, then the passenger pigeon,
The unicorn,
and then the Lord Howe Island stick bug. Or so we thought. This 1,844-foot high stone spire is super narrow and home to very little vegetation. In 2001, 2 Australian scientists boated over shark-infested waters and climbed 500 feet up the spire at night because the bugs are nocturnal and because they were chasing a rumor that there had been carcasses seen there back in the 1960s. So they climbed up there with the small hope that they'd find the fabled bug. And they did!
24 Lord Howe Island stick bugs that were thought to be non-existent just kicking it in a bush. They searched the entire rest of the island and there were none to be found. These 24 were the only left in the world. Scientists were allowed to bring back 4 for breeding purposes. 2 of them died, but the other 2 were named Adam and Eve, and these 2 became the foundation for a very thriving walking stick population.
And we get to talk about this now because they've officially bounced back and their numbers are at a point where they could be reintroduced back into their natural habitat, which is Lord Howe Island. But that's where 2 pretty large problems come up. Problem 1, the great-great-great-great-grandbabies of the rats that originally wiped out the walking sticks still reside on the island. Getting rid of them would be a lengthy and expensive process.
And here's problem number 2. Humans call that island home now. So how do you convince people that hand-sized bugs that called dibs on the island about 100 years ago have the right to come back? Why would anyone want that? I'm not saying I want a species wiped off the planet. God knows I want dinosaurs back so badly. But I'm just saying with these bugs, maybe keep them in a government lab 2 miles below the surface of the earth.
So what do you guys think? Do you think it's our responsibility to take care of the species that almost went extinct pretty much because of us, or should we just let natural selection take its course? Let us know in the comments down below.
Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button, click the annotation down below, or go to SourceFed.com for our 5 daily stories and everything else we've ever done. I'm Lee Newton.
And I'm Joe Beretta.
Bugs!
Nighthawk!